Virtual reality.
Virtual reality.
Virtual reality.
Virtual reality.
Virtual and augmented reality.
VR.
Today, VR is still in its infancy. But as computers grow more powerful, the graphics more detailed, and the sensations more human, virtual reality will force us to ask, what is real? It will be up to our children to find the answer.
In case you're wondering about the virtual price tag for one of these systems, right now they run from about $50,000 to $200,000.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, now check it out. You can use your hands to block the light.
Man, I'm crying.
So yeah, VR has come a long way, and every year it's become a little more accessible. Now Christmas came early for me this year, and I bought my first VR headset. It's not an easy decision to make, partly because there are so many headsets now, and they're all very similar, and they've all got a lot of specs. And a lot of those are subjective to an individual's preferences. And it's not as simple as bigger numbers mean better headset. Yahoo! Whoa, Nintendo Labo, yeah. Personally, I already had a VR-ready PC, so I just needed a headset. Oculus came out with 2 headsets this year, both starting at the same price, a price that's competitive to other new VR headsets. So there's the Quest, which is Oculus's standalone portable VR console of sorts, in that it's all contained within one unit and you don't need a PC. But the Rift S is the PC VR headset, and that's what I wanted for my computer, so that's what I was gonna get. But then Oculus Connect happened.
We've made a major software update, and we have a new product that we're calling Oculus Link that is going to make it so that if you have a gaming PC and a USB-C cable, you're now going to be able to run all the Rift content on your Quest. So this means that starting in November, when we ship this update, your Quest is basically a Rift now too.
This is really stunning for a lot of reasons. The Oculus Quest was largely kind of dismissed as it wasn't capable of PC VR, so you couldn't play No Man's Sky VR, you couldn't play Skyrim VR, you couldn't do any of that. Currently, you can get PC VR working on the Quest, but you have to use a third-party program like RiftCat, which isn't ideal and doesn't make for a very good VR experience. But using any Type-C USB, not just the spec'd-out one offered by Oculus, you'll now be able to use PC VR. And the Quest isn't the go. It has full 6 degrees of freedom. You can set up room scale tracking anywhere. And the Link cable isn't exclusive. Any third party can make one. So hopefully we'll be getting multiple cables at a more affordable price than $79. And although a steep price for a cable, that's still in total a competitive price for other PC VR headsets.
Okay. So why didn't they do this before?
Well, the Link is promising a lot. It's got an encode and decode 1440p video at 72 frames a second for each eye, as well as all of the tracking data, as well as sound. Most PC VR split this load between 2 cables. So to be able to get an equivalent low latency performance from this, Oculus are using a lot of little tricks, namely fixed foveated rendering, which lowers the resolution in your peripheral vision, so you keep the image in the center of the screen at the highest fidelity. Now I'm hearing a lot of people calling this the end of the Rift S, and even people that own the Rift S are kind of angry that this is happening for the Quest. But then there's the other side where people don't believe that the quality of the Link is going to be anything close to the Rift S, which I can see where they're coming from. It seems kind of strange that Facebook would release this when they already have a PC VR headset, and it seems like they're treading on their own toes here a little. But in regards to the quality of the Link, hands-on impressions with the Link are very clearly positive, with latency being unrecognizable, with only brief problems with things like a stutter or visual artifacts in the pre-build. And I'd happily bite that bullet and say, even if they didn't manage to iron out these issues on the final release of the Link, and I'm sure they'd, improve on it over time. It'd still be well worth the features that the Oculus Quest has over every other headset. Even like the top range headsets like the Index and the Vive Pro, all these headsets are missing really core features that the Quest brings to the table. Having the option to be able to take your headset out with you and show it to friends and family, take it abroad with you, take it on holiday, being able to take it from your bedroom to your living room is really something. And although the Rift S is going to give you a more streamlined and reliable PC VR experience, it's beginning to look like the bastard child of Lenovo. Where the Quest is getting full optical hand tracking, the Rift S only seems to be getting a 2 months gift card to Viveport. It's clear to me who the favourite child is. And although this isn't a review of the Quest, I think it's fair to say that when we get to the end of the year and look back, the Quest is what Santa's going to be putting on his list. And it's going to do a whole load of good for the VR community. It's going to bring people from the standalone space into the PC space, and it's going to bring PC space into the standalone space, and more games are going to be playable for more people, and a wider audience are going to be able to purchase these games, supporting developers, supporting the industry, and will continue to burn a hole in my wallet. I'd love to say more, but I've taken up more time than I feel like I have the right to, and I'd love to know what your opinion is on it. I'd also like to thank the 300 people that have subscribed recently. That's really cool. You might have not expected this kind of content on this channel, which, if it's not for you, I totally understand. I kind of do whatever I want, and recently all I want is VR. So think about subscribing, leave a like, all that jazz. It boosts my mood, it makes my day. Have a good one.